Hi, this is Darcy, and I just wanted to show you a little bit about the friends aspect of Peach. So right here is my main area, kind of what you would think of a news feed being. At the top you'll see my name, so it's my account with the preview of the last update I've sent. So I can look at that and determine, oh hey, that was kind of old. I want to get in there and put a new update in and do that there. It's kind of nice that you have a little preview there without having to go to your profile. Note that right now I am on the handle Darcy Peters versus the handle the Darcy Peters. I reserved both because I want both tied to my name. I usually can't get Darcy Peters because I was a little late on getting onto Twitter and things like that. So I had the Darcy Peters, but for Peach it was available. And so I jumped on it right away. I got both handles that I wanted, and I really recommend you do that as well. It's a very new app, so the likelihood of you getting the name that you want is much higher than on any other platform right now. So definitely jump in there and get that. Below your name here, you will see Tell a Friend on the left. If you click on that, it takes you to a text message where you can send information straight to a friend, try to get them on here and get going with you. And on the right, you can click Add Friend. If I click on that, it'll take me to my contacts. Any of my friends who have their phone number tied to Peach, I will be able to see on there. When I looked, I had one actually on Peach with their phone number connected. So I went ahead and added her, but the likelihood of you having a ton isn't high. It's a new app, and they have to put their phone number in, which is not required. But I recommend that if you do want people to find you, that you put your phone number in at least for a limited period of time so that you can get up and running on Peach with some friends. Otherwise, they're a bit hard to find because you're not connected through any other social accounts since it is such a new platform. So I'm sure that'll happen in the future, but we'll do what we can as we get started here. Below those two buttons, you see your friends. So I see the friends I have so far, and below them, I will see the ones I have requested to be friends with, but they have not yet accepted. Now, I'm sure if they decline, their names will be removed, and I won't even see them in there. So these are ones who just haven't replied yet. All right. So the ones with the green dot will be ones who are on the app currently, which is kind of neat because I can possibly interact with them as we, in live time right now, which would be pretty neat. Now, one other way to find friends, and there's actually two other ways, so I'll show you that in a second, is to swipe right and you'll see a list of friends of friends. Now, these are friends of friends who were on most recently. So you'll see 3 seconds ago, 4 seconds ago, etc. And you can look at the preview. I would recommend definitely just glance at the preview below their name to see if it's worth clicking on their profile. If it's using, maybe language or something that it might not go with the tone of what you're hoping for, just don't even click on them and try to create a relationship there. Just don't waste your time. So you can kind of look through these, decide if they are someone you might get along with or want to follow here. Some of them you don't know because this one says shout. Oh, that's a nice little message, and I can go through, and these are nice and positive. Seems like a romantic person. So I'm going to click on the upper right, a happy face with the plus sign, and I can say add friend. So there we go. I'm going to say I accept. If she accepts, she'll be able to see my profile. Got it. Now, if I click on the happy face again, it doesn't let me know I already requested. So this is the one tricky thing, because you could waste a lot of time going in. Going in and requesting friendships over and over and over again because it doesn't remind you that you already did that. So I would kind of have a strategy and go through and do them all in order, and then let it go for the night and see how that goes. Don't waste a lot of time doing that. I'm hoping that they will change that little hiccup there. Okay, so let's look at some of our friends here. I'm going to click on Product Hunt because I know they will have some clean things going on in here. They have their cute kitty logo here, and they were one of the first on Peach. So they have done a bit on here, and they have a good amount of followers, including myself. On the upper right, I will be able to see I am following them. It has the check mark and the happy face is lit up. Next to that face, I can click the two heads. Those are Product Hunt's friends. So I can see in here we have some mutual friends and some who I have not requested yet. So I will click on one of them and let's add Lucas as a friend. Okay. Now it's a little cumbersome because to add a friend, I have to click once on the happy face, click add friend, and click OK that I accept. He'll be able to see my profile. 3 clicks, whereas in Twitter you can click once and there you go. Your friendship is, or you are following someone else. So it's a little bit more cumbersome, and then like I said before, I will click on Aaron again. We know I just requested his friendship, but it doesn't let me know that, so I can do this 5,000 times without ever realizing I had already done it. Hopefully I'll remember it after the 2,000th time or something. All right, so let's go back to Product Hunt. And something else that's great that you can do with your friends is you can comment, of course. I can comment on their photos, on their updates. You can also see what other people have said. You can't interact with other people's comments, so you can't like a reply from someone else quite yet. So let's X out of here. I can leave a comment. I can also like their post by clicking the heart. Nice and easy. To the right, you will see a miniature share symbol with it's like the bracket on its side with the arrow going upward. If I click on that and I click share, it'll take me to a text message so I can send that to a friend. What a great way to kind of get the word out about messages. You can even send your own out. So if you did a shout out to someone and you have their phone number, go ahead, send that as a text message. They can come over and comment on it. On the very bottom, you will see that you can wave to Product Hunt or click more, and you can do a number of other things like throw cake at them is what people often say. Give them a 100. You can boop them, whatever that is. You can quarantine them, blow a kiss, put a ring on them, or hiss at them. So all very interesting, unique, not anything we're used to in the social media world except for what we make up on our own. So this is really fun. It's just a fun, different thing, and that's really what Peach so far is all about. It's about being different. It's about being fun. It's about being lighthearted. It's just not a ton of strategy behind it just yet. Just a lot of just fun hanging out. So I'm going to click 100, send him a 100. It shows me in the banner on top that I just did that, confirms that for me, and fantastic. So on the bottom of your friend's newsfeed, this is kind of cool. It says next up, Topher. So that's another one of my friends on here. I can click on there and it'll pop me right into his feed, okay? Instead of me having to go back and clicking on him from here. So that's a kind of a cool way to kind of just speed through, click on someone if you're just hanging out and just wanting to kind of look at people's profiles and mingle and linger around Peach. That's a good way to do it. The one good thing that they have going on here is that they are so different from any other platform as far as you can't see everyone's news feed. You can't see a whole comment filling up your news feed. So if I could see these comments as a whole, Topher's would take up probably 2/3 or 3/4 of my screen here, and then I'd have to scroll. Well, now in Peach, you can actually see 5, almost 5 if you consider Neves as someone I can see. But there we go. Now I can see his. And I can kind of scan through and see if I'm interested in their last update. it's more like you're paying attention to the person versus the content. So instead of reacting to the content that I can see right away, I'm reacting to, oh look, Charlene, she was on here 49 minutes ago. I really like Charlene. Let me click on Charlene and see what she wrote here. Everyone loves an Oprah gift, so let's give her a heart for that. All right, so it's about the people, not necessarily about the content at first glance, which is definitely different, and I'll be interested to see what people think of this. All right, hope you enjoyed this, and we will talk very soon. Thanks.